It's a show, a radio show, Trans Talk Live and Crisis Help Radio Show. Let's give it up for Fran Sisco! Give it up for her, everybody. Come on!
Hey everybody, so great to be here. So my name's Fran Sisco. There are 3 genders, not 2. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus, and trans women like me are from the meatpacking district. You know, what's the difference between transsexuals and transgender? There's a lot of confusion, but it's pretty simple. Transsexuals lose their balls through surgery. Transgender women like me just get bigger ones. Words are very important to a trans person. It's like, let's take the word miss, for example. One of the reasons I'm trans is because it makes me feel young. And when people call me miss, I definitely feel young. What is this wire doing? Okay. So, I'm online at CVS. Like everyone knows, being online at CVS is like 8 people in front of you. You do your emails while you're waiting. She's calling me, Miss, because it's 25 feet away. She doesn't know I'm old. She's calling, Miss. I don't hear her. A guy behind me taps me on the shoulder and says, Miss, she's calling you. I said, oh my God, he thinks I'm a young girl, calls me Miss. The cashier says it. Now the whole store thinks I'm young. So I'm all excited. I run up to the counter like this. And I get up to the counter, and I look at her. She sees me with all the wrinkles and everything, and she says, oh, CVS card, ma'am. It burst my bubble. You know, I went into my male voice by accident, and I says, oh, here you go. And she said, thanks, sir. So I went from the heaven of miss to the purgatory of man to the hell of sir in 1 minute. So I was very upset, you know, and everyone there heard it. But the computer knew I was a woman because I looked at my receipt and it said $2 off tampons. Not only a woman, but young enough to have a menstrual cycle. So words are important. I'm in the car with my friend Jimmy the other day. I'm talking to him about, it's been 6 years I'm living as a trans woman, full-time female. Give it up for that, huh? Why not, right? Love all your trans friends, right? So I'm talking to Jimmy in the car, and he says to me, you know, your transmission is slipping. And I said to him, my objectives are the same, to be as feminized as possible. So I always misunderstand these words. I see them through a trans lens, you know. But my parents have been very, well, they passed away, not because of this, but, you know, they passed away a few years ago. But when they were alive, they really got okay with it. So one day I went up to see my mom, and she says to me, you know, Fran, instead of calling me Frankie, she called me Fran. Fran, you look good today. I said, oh, I felt like $1 million. And then she said, you even have a glow about you. I said, Mom, you think I'm pregnant? She said, what? She had a bit of dementia, you know. I said, Mom, I can't be pregnant. She says, oh, that's right, you're too old. You know, words are very important. We walked, my friend Marie and I, another trans girl, and I went into this redneck bar. We made the wrong turn or whatever. And Butch behind the bar says, we don't serve transgender here. I said, what? I look like a cannibal or something? I don't eat transgender. But Marie says to me, speak for yourself. So he laughed too and he served us. You know, I'm Italian American and I'm very proud of my roots. Everyone's proud of their roots, right? We used to eat red gravy and macaroni almost every day. Woo! You know, mozzarella, a lot of mozzarella. We used to say, hey, fuck it is, all the time. but it was a very Italian macho family and neighborhood. And my favorite dish was, and it didn't really go with who I wanted to be all my life. I wanted to be a woman, not some prejudice. You know, I love my family, but they're really prejudiced, right? So what happened was that I loved the dish brojol. Many of you may not know that dish. It's an Italian dish. I have a visual aid here to show you. And it's rolled meat. It looks something like this. You know, that's brojol. Can you see on that side? That's brojol. But I've been on hormones for 2 years now, and my brojol looks more like this. You know? And no matter how much I transition from male to female, I ain't giving up my brojol. I'm going to keep that baby. It's going to come in handy someday. Well, like more recently, it'll come in hand. You know, I was telling you about my mom. My mom was really fine with it. My father, I couldn't break it to him right away. He was a tiny macho guy. I couldn't say, hey, Dad, I like to wear a dress. I like to put on stockings and all that. So I figured, let me break it to him easy. So I said to him, Dad, you know about this, I figured I'd ease into it. You know about this LGBT? And he says, no, I thought it was in another order, but no. Oh, you know, I don't like that. But I tried it. I said, Dad, you tried it? He said, yeah, I tried it. I mean, I like the bacon, lettuce, and tomato, but I hate the gorgonzola cheese. You know, when you're a person that's trans, you sometimes live in both spaces, male and female. And a friend of mine, Steve, at the post office, he works at the post office, he says, you've got a lot of advantages, because if you're stuck in traffic, what you can do, and if you're alone and you're stuck in traffic, you could just go into the HOV lane, because you're like two people. Or if you're with a friend and you go to the restaurant, right, and they made a thesis to you, oh, sorry, there's only a table for 3 people, you could say, oh, that's okay. 1, 2, 3. So you got everything covered. So I'm going to leave you with this. My daughter Kelly has been so supportive since I transitioned 6 years ago. Let's give it up for my daughter Kelly. You know, she's here with me tonight. And when I was first transitioning, she helped me by going to Marshall's with me to pick out shoes. And she found the shoes at the back. She was at the back of the store, and the salespeople didn't know I went in with her. And she yells out, and I want to pass as a female as much as possible. She yells out, Dad, Dad, Dad. I was so embarrassed, I turned beet red. The sales girl said, that's okay, it's okay. But I was still red. One of them walks all the way up to me. She gets right up to me and she says, what are you embarrassed for? Don't be embarrassed. You're yourself, right? I said, I'm embarrassed. She says, don't be embarrassed. Here at Marshall's, everything is irregular. Thank you very much. I'm Fran Sisco. Thank you so much.
Keep it going for everybody. Keep it going for. I want to see your blood.